the Fire Quartz, one of my favorite crystals in the quartz realm. It is, the color that it is due to iron or hematite inclusions. So it is also, actually I should grab the Golden Healer. It is also a, we'll call it a cousin or a sister or a brother, whatever you want to call it, to Golden Healer Quartz, because they are both inclusions of iron. So I'm going to pop them up here today as well. I don't really have much in Golden Healer. There is only the couple of hearts and points, but we may as well add those into today's live. All of these beautiful crystals are available on our website, except I don't know about the Golden Healer. So we're just going to quickly say that these are, if you want to purchase these, you'll just have to send us a message. They may or may not end up on the website, so just let us know. Is the Eudolite on sale? It's available on our website. That is a little about Eudolite just there. It does have a bit of a strange spelling, so that is the Eudolite. It is on the website, Catherine. So I'm just showing these as full price, but if you have loyalty points, you should be able to get, maybe you might be able to get like up to 15% off that piece if you're interested, depending on your points. We also do have one pair of earrings in Fire Quartz. So these are sometimes known as Harlequin Quartz as well. So I might just show these first and then we can show the rest. So you can see that these are quite high grade. They've got beautiful little red inclusions there. Nice solid hooks. These are a really nice quality pair of earrings. And these are $215. They are a high grade pair of faceted earrings. And really nice inclusions on those. So $215, code PEGJ102. I'll show those up to my face in a minute. You can see we do just have otherwise the gemstone bracelets in Fire Quartz. Yeah, it's often a good one to wear. So I would like to try and find some more Fire Quartz jewellery if possible. But it's not one that I've come across a lot before. We have had pendants of it, but not rings. Excuse me. So the earrings, that is the size of those. They've got a beautiful, they've almost got like a bit of a, I was wondering if they might have been almost like a gyrosol quartz. They've got a bit of a, not mistiness, but I'll show them in my hand again. You can see they've kind of got like, they're not super clear, but they are also clear, if that makes sense. But yeah, beautiful little pair, those ones. It is the only Fire Quartz jewellery that I have. Okay, so I'm going to show the Fire Quartz first. We'll start with the spheres and the flames and work our way to the front. So Fire Quartz, as I mentioned, it's red hematoid quartz is its other name. Hematoid coming from the word hema, which is blood, or iron, I should say, which is also like when you think of our red blood cells, they also start with that heme prefix, don't they? So that is, where the iron comes into this beautiful stone. And also because of those properties of the iron, it does have a very strong energizing and grounding property to it. So the red really responds to our base chakra, and you can notice sometimes you get some of the golds of the Golden Healer in with the Fire Quartz as well. That's very common. Some of these pieces are quite clear, and also you might notice there's like a bit of a shimmer inside. Sometimes there may be microscopic inclusions of things like rutile, or even like the gyrosol quartz. I think it's aluminium, which gives it that little bit of a sheen. So yeah, you can get a few different inclusions. This one is FQS 8 for $135. Catherine, sold on the Eudolite pendant. Won't leave you alone. Oh, I think that'll be a beautiful one for you. I'm glad you claimed that beautiful piece. We'll put that one aside for you. Thank you so much. Do you want us to send you an invoice and see what reward voucher we can add to that for you? We can do that on your behalf if you like. Yeah, so anyway, properties of fire quartz. It can help us to bring more mindfulness and presence, because it does help to ground your thoughts and your energy. So if you're someone who gets a lot of scattered thoughts, or you get a lot of anxiety, or you sort of tend to be up in your head a lot, fire quartz is a really great one to work with to help draw that energy down from your mind into your into the body, and it can also therefore be quite a strong one to work with for anyone who has been through anyone who suffers from pain or some sort of trauma that disconnects them from their physical body. It can also be really helpful when you're wanting to work through any of that side of things in order to help you to feel safe in the physical by helping to balance and ground that base chakra. So that one is FQS7 for 110. The spheres also are great for representing wholeness and unity. So when you're wanting to create balance, a sphere is a really great shape to work with as well. The third sphere is one of my favorites. It's actually very clear. I don't know if you can sort of tell, but you can see right into this one. It's got lots of rainbows and very, very beautiful. You can often get some nice rainbows in fire quartz. That's a particularly nice piece, that one. Lots of rich red inclusions. That one is FQS6 for 115. We do sell stands separately, but with the purchase of any sphere, we do give you a little free sphere stand. We'll do the flames next. I think the flames are quite an appropriate shape for fire quartz. So let's talk about the fiery energies of fire quartz. So the fire element is really about transformation and harnessing that creative life force energy that we have inside of us. Fire quartz can really help to re-spark your own inner fire if you've been lacking motivation or energy, or you've been wanting to, say, work on a project and you can't quite get started, or you need a bit of a burst of creative energy. That's when fire quartz can be really helpful to spark that inner fire. And fire also can help to transform and transmute negativity into a more peaceful or loving energy. And yeah, fire is purification, isn't it? So definitely good to work with. If you're needing to do some purification of energy or transmutation, the flame shape is a good one to work with for fire quartz. This one is $88, FQF1. Hey, Kiralee, how you going? Welcome to the live. We've done our turquoise. We're just onto the fire quartz. It's just going to be a quick one today. I'm trying to jump on the Tuesdays if I haven't finished off whatever was on the table on the weekend, just so we can keep going with our videos. Second little flame that I have here is slightly different color. It's actually got a little bit more like a pinky color, which is really pretty. And this whole side, it almost looks a bit like a rose quartz with fire. It's really beautiful color. A little more clarity, a few more rainbows than the other piece. They're both quite different to each other. This one is FQF08 for $52. So fire quartz really helps you to activate your own inner fire. Like I said, it can also activate white light energy as well, with intention. It can also, that white light is like when you think of a flame that burns so bright that it goes to white, it's that really strong purification energy. And definitely it's a good one that can help with clearing away, as I said, like negative thoughts and thinking, grounding that scattered energy. Really just kind of like what fire does, it kind of, like I think of when I look into a fire, it kind of aligns your focus. That's what I get with fire quartz as well. So I love working with it. Really great for anyone also who might experience like ADHD or any kind of like having trouble with that focused energy and attention. Working with the points is a good one for focused and focusing your energy. So the quality of our fire quartz in these points is really quite high in most of the pieces. There are varying grades, but you can see the beautiful orange of some of these. It's got really, really bright colour. That one is, a bit hard to read, FQG. Just call it $28 B if you want this particular one. You'll notice that some of these will have the same codes. They do come from group listings. So on the website, it's usually going to be an intuitive pick based on whichever thing you choose, but you're welcome to pick based on the letter codes in the live if there's one that you like. So this one was $28 C. So code was FQG-65. So this has got some beautiful different colours of the fire quartz as well. So it really does help to balance your body, your mind, and your energy all at once. There's a good balance of chi flow with this crystal as well. You can also find that because energy flows towards a point, these can be used like little wands. I was just thinking like they'd be good for clearing meridian lines of the body. The little points can focus in on specific acupoints through the body. FQG 85, this is $35 and C. This is another one of the higher grade pieces. Catherine, the only fire quartz jewellery I have is the pair of earrings and the bracelets, and I do have one gemstone necklace bracelet combo, but I don't have any like silver pendants at the moment. Oh, no problems, Kiralee. I'll get Michelle to check that now, and we can act on that. No problems. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. $35 G. This is probably one of the most gorgeous pieces I think that we have. Sometimes you do get almost clear quartz like this piece where like it's almost, I might take my flash off to see if it shows a bit better. There you go. It's quite clear, and then you've got these bright orange veins all the way through which give it the colour. Beautiful quality piece, and yeah, it's more of an orange piece actually than red, so this would be very activating on the sacral chakra and therefore the reproductive system as well as the base chakra, so particularly good for emotional balancing. Even though the heart chakra is often thought of for emotions, so is the sacral chakra. Sacral is also where we store a lot of emotional energy, and our womb in particular can store a lot of generational trauma and all kinds of stuff that we might want to work with. So the fire quartz can also have quite a healing and balancing effect on the reproductive organs, particularly in this color. So $45 E. This is one of the A grade pieces. I think maybe the only one that we have left. Next one is another gorgeous piece with lots of rainbows, and that one is FQG 85, $35 B. Sold, please. Oh, Catherine, which one? Just let me know. I wasn't too sure. Are we talking about the jewellery or one of the crystals that I've shown? This also has a lot of clarity. Again, I'm going to turn my flash off. It's really hard to show some of these pieces. You can sort of see it a little clearer where it's clear, except that my camera won't focus. The flash really kind of brings out the contrast between the quartz and the veins of the red. Fire quartz can also be quite psychically protective, so it does help us to ground and focus our mind, which can then also open up our mind into more intuitive and creative thinking as well. So G85 is $35. E. Was that this one for you, Catherine? Thank you. Great choice on that one. Beautiful one to work with. Okay, so we'll move down to the table now. So this one was $35 D. And I'll just kind of whip through these because they're all kind of similar but different. Obviously, that's got some gorgeous rainbows. And that one is $35 F. That's also got lots of nice bright orange for anyone who wants to work with those frequencies. Lots of rainbows in this one. Rainbows to me are always like a little symbol of joy. I feel like this would be a really nice piece for someone wanting to stimulate their joy and creativity. That is $35 A. Now this one's a little denser. It's got a lot darker red and almost black through this piece. Also very beautiful oranges too. Lots of nice different colours. That is $35 E. Another one with lots of bright red veins. So that is $45 A. And then the last of the Fire Quartz generators. This is also beautiful deep red. So yeah, I guess grounding, stabilization, connecting with your focus and transforming any sort of negativity, connecting with white light. There's a lot of beautiful properties to Fire Quartz. $45 C. That is our final crystal in Fire Quartz. Now I do have bracelets, so I'll show the bracelets and the one gemstone necklace that we have. Now this actually comes as a set of a beautiful necklace. That one had a beautiful rainbow bead in the middle. So the necklace with the different gradients of sizes of beads. There's a little bit of the Golden Healer in the necklace. This is not a sterling silver clasp, so if you do have any allergies to alloy metals, then don't obviously take this one. But just for those of you who don't, it should be fine. Just a simple lobster clasp to pop that one on, and it does come with a matching little bracelet. It's $65 for the set. I'll just quickly show this one on. The bracelet is on a stretch elastic, sort of a small to medium size. We do have a listing for these necklace and bracelet combos. We've got them in a few different gemstones, but that's the length. So they're not like super short. They're probably, I don't know, maybe like a 18 inch, 20 inch maybe not 20. I have to double check. I'm sure the size is online. I just didn't have it on a tag. So there you go. That's the matching set in the Fire Quartz. We do also have the bracelets, gemstone bracelets as well, in a couple of different colours, which I have not commonly come across the really dark red one. So I got a couple of different colours for depending what people like. Let's pop this back. So similar colouring to the gemstone necklace, we do have the smallest bracelet that we have is a little clearer and maybe not as high grade. That one's $22 and an 8mm. So you should be able to find all of our Fire Quartz bracelets. I think, are they under one or two different listings, Michelle? Do you remember? Just one? Okay. So there are slightly different grades in the bracelets. Like I mentioned, that's probably not as high grade as some of these other ones. These have the really nice bright red, and there is a bit of variation in the sizes as well. So we don't tend to list the diameter size of the bracelets because there can be a bit of variation, and if we did that with all of our bracelets, we would be there forever measuring them all. But if you ever want particularly small or larger sizes, just send us a message and we can always see what we can accommodate for you. So $28, that's a 9mm. We also have, going up in size, a 10mm. So the 10mm size is $32. Some of these do have a little bit of like the Golden Healer through them as well. The 10.5 is a really beautiful high grade one. You can see the clarity of all of those beads. Now some of these we have multiple of each size. Some we might only have one or two. So if you want to make a claim during the live, I'm happy for you to choose if there's more than one. But if it's online, we just do an intuitive pick for you. See how gorgeous those are. I have one of these beautiful Fire Quartz bracelets, and admittedly you might notice some of these are a bit large. We do offer a little service of rethreading bracelets that are a little bit too big, And if there's a couple of extra beads, we can actually turn those into earrings for you to match. So there is obviously a small fee attached with that, but if that's something you're interested in, just send us a message and we can let you know more. So $62, that is 11 mils. That's the AA grade. The other one here was the AA as well. And this will also be a AA grade. You can see that, again, I'll put this flash off. You can see the clarity in these beads. Actually see straight through quite a lot of them. They've got really nice strong colour. They are slightly larger fitting though in the big beads. So the larger size is 12 mil for $70. Then we have the darker red, which are also beautiful colours, and you might find there's a few more rainbows in some of these. So the rich red is $48. That's also 12 mil. And we've got those listed as A grade. So there's A or AA. Another beautiful dark red in 9 mil is $29. And the smaller size in those dark red is $24 and 7 mil. So beautiful deep colours of those, almost like a cherry red. So that is all the Fire Quartz. Now I will quickly show the few pieces of Golden Healer that we have. These are not on our website. Golden Healer Quartz is quite a beautiful one to work with for healing. It is known as a master healer crystal. Being gold, it does connect with the solar plexus chakra, which is our seat of our personal power. And the other thing is it does connect quite strongly with our chi flow and our life force energy, hence why it is often called a master healer crystal. So it's said to help raise our vibration and clearing blockages through our system. Like I mentioned before, these little generators can also be used like healing wands, directing energy through the point to wherever in your body or energy system you need to help with that clearing of blockages. And the Golden Healer is also a good one to help to connect with source energy. I feel like it connects with I get like a really sunshiny energy with these, obviously with the color, but it does sort of, I feel like it kind of opens up that joyful expression when we are raising our energy into a higher vibration. This little one is only $22, code G15. And the other one we have is this gorgeous little piece as well, which is G17 for $24. And then we have two little hearts in the Golden Healer as well. That's $10 H6. And the last little one is this one here, which is only $4 and H2.